about? We talked about, what is JavaScript, how to write a method, right? How to write function, anonymous function. Remember, callback
Yes, sir.
function, and difference between var and let. And last we discussed different way to create object in JavaScript. Object, yeah. So this we discussed yesterday, right? In the recording.
Yeah,
Here we are creating object curly bracket open and close. If you
yeah.
use curly bracket open and close, it means you are creating
Blank object.
object of it. And this object reference you have to store in a variable, right? So here you can use let and var, anything you can use, var or let. Clear? So there is a difference between let and var. We'll talk about it. Not a problem. Again, I can tell you. Fine. But for you, let and var both are same. Either you write var or let. It does not make a difference for you, right? We'll talk
Hmm.
about. Only difference is var has function label scope and let has block label scope. We'll talk on that. Not a problem. Ashwarya, this part is clear, you people? Creating blank object. In this
Yes,
blank
sir.
object, we are adding this attribute on the fly. Adding attributes on the fly. This is clear or confused? No.
Yes, sir.
This cannot you can't do in Java, right? In Java, you make a class and whatever attribute and behavior you want to add, you can add at the time of design the class. You cannot do it later.
Sir,
But here
is
you
this
can
for JSON or is this for the script that you're teaching right now?
right now this is for JavaScript. JSON is different thing, right?
Okay.
JavaScript, execute inside JavaScript engine only, right? So this
Mm-hmm.
is JavaScript, name, title, and here we are adding a method also, right? Function. This is the function name inside the object, and this is definition. Yesterday we talked about this is called anonymous function. Why? Because this function does not have
Name.
name, right? Function without name is called anonymous function, right? This is the first way to create the object in JavaScript. Second way of creating object is, remember, you can use curly bracket, open and close. And here you can write the attribute name. Can you see this? And value. Attribute name, colon, value, comma, attribute name, colon, value. Attribute name is without double quotes, but you can write in double quotes also. But attribute name could be in without double quotes and with double quotes. Value will be always with double quotes when it is a string. If it is other, like number and all, no need to write double quotes. Make sense? And this is the function. In so I'm just adding it. Make sense? And I'm
Mm-hmm.
printing this dot name. I'm printing the name and title. And I'm just printing the this obj also. You can do it. Obj and this both are same. Mhm. Then here I'm calling obj.show method. So I hope
So,
I'm making myself clear.
can I ask you something, sir? So,
Why not?
uh, I watched the video of the one you told us to watch it for the anonymous function.
Mhm.
So, regarding regular function, anonymous function, they are pretty lengthier, right? And that's what I found on the video. And is it
No,
necessary to use anonymous function? Like, what's the like importance of it?
actually, anonymous function we use everywhere because anonymous function you can pass as a parameter to the other function. That's benefit is.
Okay.
If a function does not have any name, you can write a definition on the fly and you can pass to the method as a parameter. That is the beauty of it. And this is going to be
Mhm.
used a lot everywhere.
Uh,
Fine. So anonymous
mhm.
function is not lengthy. It gives you an opportunity to support functional programming. You will see the power of it soon.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
So this is second. I don't know. Ashwarya, do you understand this style of creating the object? Or you got confused?
Yes, sir. I got it.
Here I'm making another object where I'm passing only name,
Title
title, and
and
price.
price.
You can print it, right? If you want to print, this is system.out.println similar to post
Console.log.
console.log, and you can print. You know how to run it and see the output, right? Hmm. Right click, run as run on server. You can open it in browser simply by click. You can do it. It's not a big deal. Okay, not a big deal.
So in order to
Nice.
run the server on Eclipse, first we have to run the program, right? And then
Here,
we can run on the
like
server,
here,
right?
yeah, not a problem. I'm unnecessarily running it on server, right? Not required. Hmm?
Okay.
Yep. You see? Hey, I told you it is JavaScript object. How will come to know? In JavaScript object, it will show you object colon. This is superclass, right?
Yes, sir.
Object is a superclass of all the JavaScript object. Let me show you a third way of creating object in JavaScript. Third way of doing it, right? Third. Please help me, right? How? What is your third way of creating the object? This is nice, right? Third. That is called creating JavaScript object using constructor function. Hmm. Creating JavaScript object using constructor function. Hmm. Ashwarya, two style is important. Second one, which you have seen over here, either you can create object like this or you can create object like this.
What is this called, sir? Like, what's the name of this one?
This is
Yeah.
a keyword which is always pointing to
Oh
the
no, I mean,
current
what is
object.
this way of creating object is called? So first one it was anonymous function. The last one is the
See,
construct using constructor. Which what is
This is
this called?
this is called creating a JavaScript object using string literal.
Oh,
In this limitation is you can make object only one object of it, right? You cannot make multiple object of this pattern. No, because
oh.
here you are giving definition of it on the fly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Creating object on the fly, right? Using literals, right? Values. Hmm? Hmm. But this one is a what is drawback of it?
We
And this
cannot create
pattern you can
multiple.
make you cannot make multiple, right? That is the
Yeah,
problem. But if you want to create multiple object of the same pattern as always you do in Java, right? In Java, first of all, you design the template.
yeah.
On the basis of that, you can create n number of object of the same pattern. All right. So here I want to make a constructor function. How? Please tell me if you don't understand, right? Function. And when you write constructor function, then always we use capital letter over here. This is just convention, right?
Mm-hmm.
Customer. And how many parameter you want to pass in the constructor? It is up to you. Name, email ID, title, and age. Mhm. Tell me if you don't understand, right? We are passing
Mm-hmm.
four parameter. If you are using constructor function, you have to in this constructor you will pass name, email ID, title, and age. And this you have to store it. You can store it in a local variable, instance variable using this keyword.
Yeah.
Confused? No, 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 no. This is mandatory to use, right?
Yeah.
Email, email, title, title, age, age, right?
Mhm.
You want to add some behavior also in this behavior? Yes. So you can use the same way, right? This dot printer, huh? And you can write an anonymous function over here, behavior of it. Say you are following me, right? Yeah. I'm saying, hey, constructor function. This is a method name, function name, and function definition, right? You know it. A variable can hold function definition. That there should be an anonymous function, right?
Mm-hmm.
Semicolon is optional here. You write or not doesn't matter. So what you want to do here?
We have to define that anonymous function now, right?
Yeah, console.log. Yeah, we need it. Without, your question was using an anonymous function, you can add the function definition in the object on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason you need it, right? Here you cannot use named function. No, you can't. I hope I'm able to answer your question. Yep. Now, what do you want to print over here? Help me. You want to print name, right? Like here, if you want to print name, you can write name. That's fine. Or you can write this dot name. Both are same. Hmm? Yep. 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 I hope I'm making myself clear. Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what is the benefit of it? You can make n number of object, right? Yep.
Mhm.
Using constructor function, you are creating a template, right?
Yeah.
And you can make n number of object. Can you see this? Let customer one new. Like in this case, you have to, if you are using constructor function, this pattern, you have to make the object of customer using new operator. Can you see this? Yep. And here you can pass parameter jack, email ID jack@gmail.com. Confused? title is Mr. Age is whatever.
Sir, once again, how we are using anonymous over here?
You see here, function
Yeah.
without name. You don't
Yeah.
have function over here. That's why it is anonymous function.
Oh, and inside that curly braces, those are the parameters that's defining that anonymous function, right?
Function, and normally in JavaScript, when you declare the function, you write like name function. Foo. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. And if you want to make an anonymous function, what you need to do? You have to write var
One
foo,
variable name
and
equals to
then you can get,
function.
then you can write function, no name, right? Only function
Yeah.
definition. Then, so this is
So
Anonymous.
anonymous function.
this dot printer is just a variable name, right? Then I mean, printer is a variable name.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is
Yeah.
a variable name, which is going to variable name, which is the part of the customer, and it is holding the function definition as an anonymous function.
Oh.
This is called named function, right? Yeah, the regular function.
Mm-hmm.
Here I'm creating multiple object of it. Jack, Max. Hmm, Yep. I hope I'm making myself clear. Hmm,
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Excuse me, sir.
Rock, rock. Yes, please tell me.
Sir, I get confused on what is the purpose of writing 29 to 34, like is printing something, right? So,
Yeah,
I,
yeah, nothing, nothing. I'm just giving the pattern
okay,
and to make it beautiful.
okay, sir.
If you don't want to make it beautiful, it's okay. You remove it.
Yeah.
Not required. Rock, rock. I don't know. Anybody have any confusion? No, at all. Hmm? The, yeah, you got the idea?
Yeah.
What is the benefit of this pattern? You can make multiple object of it, right?
The same pattern.
Same pattern. So that is the benefit. You are using it again and again. Wow, this seems to be better, right? If you want to make only one object, which pattern is better? Just
The
previous
second one.
second one is better. But if you want to make multiple object of the same pattern, then this one is better, right? Like in this, what is the issue? In this, when you are creating multiple object, for every object you are creating a new printa method. That is the limitation of this approach. What I said? This approach also has some limitation. Hmm? People, you are not replying. I said, you
Yes,
see,
Mm-hmm.
sir.
I'm able to print it. Different, right? Yeah. Aishwarya, you are following me or you got confused?
I'm following you, sir.
Okay. In this, if you are using constructor function, you have to use new operator to instantiate it. But what is the limitation of it? As many as object you will create of its same number of printa method will be created, which is not good, right? For variable, if you have different copy, it makes sense. But for printa, if you have different, you are creating different copy of it. It is the wastage of the memory. What do you say,
Mhm.
people? This means if you create n number of object, n number of printa will be created. Do you think it is correct? No. But for method, you should have only one copy of it, right? But variable attribute, you can have n number of copy. So this method also has limitation or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So in order to ensure there should be one copy of printer, but there would be n number of copy of the all the attributes. So let's see the fourth way of doing it. Fourth way of doing it, this is the correct implementation. So what changes you have to do? Everything would be same. This you can define inside the superclass of it. Are you following me?
Yeah.
What? If you want to refer the superclass of customer, you can use customer, and there is a keyword that is called prototype. Prototype means I'm going to refer my superclass. Prototype.
Sir, what's the
Agree?
difference again between third and the fourth?
In third, your method definition is also going to be replicate when you create multiple object. Unnecessarily you are replicating it, right? Printa.
So
Every
it's
object
taking more
has its own
memory, basically.
more memory. because method should have only one copy of it, which can be shared, right, across multiple, because behavior can be shared. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I need to do is I need to add this behavior not in the specific class. We can add in super class, right? How?
Uh-huh.
Using customer dot
Prototype.
prototype is a one of the keyword of it, and you can write the method name. Method name is printer, right?
Yeah.
Printer. Nice, right? And and here you have to just write this much. Mhm. Hello. Mhm.
Yes, sir.
This I have added inside the superclass of it. Prototype means customer superclass, add this method. Now this method is going to be shared. You can call this method how? Customer dot help me one dot printer. Mhm. Mm. I think this is the best way of doing it, right? Mhm. 2, 3, 4. So you have to just remember two approach of this approach and second approach.
Okay.
You want to run it? Yeah. This what we are doing? Adding function definition side super class of customer function. Right. And you can run it. Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Whatever knowledge we have, right? Done. You know it's working, right?
Yeah.
You have to put some attention. So this is done, right? What I need to do next? I need to teach you next is what are the different way to now you need to see how to make Ajax call. Okay. Ajax call we can make with dummy data and we can make with live data. Question is how you want to see. Let me show you dummy data. Is okay with you?
Okay.
For dummy data, you have to help me, right? Just be ready. I'm just making a JSON file. You know JSON?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking. If you know, it's okay. Otherwise,
No,
I
sir.
don't.
I don't
JSON I
know.
have taught you in the REST API. No,
No, you.
I'm sure. Who taught you the REST API? Nobody? Of course, you know JSON. The JSON is the data representation format that is called JavaScript object notation. JavaScript object notation. JSON is way to represent the data. No.
Yeah.
How? In JSON, suppose you want to refer this class like dog or customer, and you have to tell me, right? Here, can I write like this? Name equals to. I'm just writing, little bit compact way. I'm in hurry. Okay.
Okay.
Title. It's okay. What happening is title. You can take color. Color of it. Color is white. I can do that, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can take another variable of it, integer type age. Age is 90. Okay. Can you
Okay.
make an object of it? Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Customer
Customer.
C new. You can use default constructor, your core Java concept, because in this we don't have parameterized constructor. Object is created. One object is created. This object will have how many attribute?
3.
3 attribute. You know it, right? Let's make it. Oh, name is John. Color is
Right.
White.
white. Age equals to 90.
19.
Now I want to convert this object into JSON format. JSON is the data representation format, raw data, right? So JSON start with curly bracket, you know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Curly bracket and open, close and open and close. And this attribute name will go in double quotes. and its value will also go in double quotes. This is the JSON representation. And then you can separate two key value pair using comma.
Okay.
Color, and color is white,
Right.
comma. This is which representation?
JSON.
JSON represent. What is the beauty of JSON? JSON, if your data is in JSON format, it can transfer over the network. Object cannot travel over the network. You know why? Because object is memory. Do you think memory can travel over the network? No, memory is present in the RAM only, in your computer, right? So if you want to transfer your data from one computer to other computer, what you need to do? First of all, you have to convert into JSON, right? This is one computer. Abhinandan, are you following me?
Yes, sir.
This is one computer, this is second computer, and you have to transfer the Java object from here to here. What do you need to do? First of all, you can convert into JSON. After that, this JSON data will move from one computer to other computer. Once this data reach to the destination, what you can do? Again, you can convert back into Java object.
Okay.
People, you are not replying.
Yes, sir.
How you can transfer data from one computer to other computer? You would say, first of all, if it is Java object, I can convert into JSON, and this JSON data will travel over the network. And so once it reaches to the other application, other computer, then you can convert back from JSON into.
Also.
You got my point?
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Okay. This is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's paused, sir.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, in order to convert Java object into JSON format, which framework we are using? Jackson Mapper.
Jackson.
This is already implemented in REST API, right? See, if other side is your browser, right? Then your JSON data will go to the browser, and in browser you can again convert back to the JavaScript object, not Java object, right? So it depends upon who is accessing the data, right? Yeah. People ask questions. And here your Java object is converted into JSON using Jackson Mapper. Who is converting back from JSON to Java object again? Same framework. So Jackson Mapper is what? It is a framework which convert your Java object into JSON data and JSON data back to the
JavaScript.
Java object.
So this
Java
is more like server to server, right?
server to server, you can say. Server to client, right? No problem. It could be anything. I don't know. You guys understand this much, or you got totally confused?
Nice, sir.
No,
Hmm?
we
No,
understand.
sir, got it, sir.
JSON, you understand? JSON?
Nagendra sir,
See,
what's the purpose of JSON for the client side?
yeah, in client side, you can fetch a JSON data from the server, and client side you can show it. I'm going to show you the same thing, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Here, my intention is when you click on the magic button, let me show you my intention. Okay. I'm going to make Ajax call. You have to understand this concept, right? 5 is Ajax. People, I can show you many example of it, right? Not only one example. Ajax. For Ajax, I will talk to my server, right? And server can give me the JSON data. But problem is, in this example, I do not have server side technology. I will show you in the projects, right? So can I make a dummy data, JSON data, if you allow to me?
Okay.
Mhm.
Make the file. And you can write anything, data.json. Please. Hello. Allow me, can I define dummy data?
Yeah.
Up here, curly bracket open and close. My dummy data will have name equals to, you can take my name. Please, this data in real life will come from where? Your REST API.
Yes.
But here we are making dummy data. Email colon. If you confuse, you can tell me, okay?
Yes, sir.
In REST API in banking project, we are generating a lot of JSON data, man. But you will see the use of it, right? Name, email, You want to show color, white, a salutation, whatever you want to, doesn't matter. Last, I want to show you the balance. And $1,000. Can you see this?
Yeah.
If you want to make only one record or multiple record, it is up to you. But if you want to make multiple record, you can use comma. Again this, and here you have to use a square bracket. This is called array of JSON data.
Okay.
So you want to make single or array, it is up to you. Your concern should be again, show me for single first, then multiple.
Okay.
You got this much?
Yes,
My
sir.
data is ready. This data will fetch, it will come from the server, right? But we are just hard coding it, right? For time being.
Mm-hmm.
So let's make Ajax call. Ready?
Yeah.
Like here, where you want to show this data, let me tell you what is my intention, right? First of all, I want to make Ajax call and I will fetch the data and render it on the console.
Okay.
I don't know. You are following what I'm doing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Only making Ajax call will show you on the console. But your question is again, why you are showing on the console? Why you are not showing on the GUI, right? I'll do that. Okay, step by step. Please. Here. If you want to make Ajax call, right? You have to use a method already given in JavaScript that is called fetch. Which method I'm going to use? Fetch. In fetch is present in window object. Which object? Window. So either you can write window.fetch or you can write simply fetch. What we are doing here? Making Ajax call to the server. Yeah. When you make the Ajax call, hello, window is writing is mandatory, no optional. Window, when you write fetch, this method is present in which object? Window. Understood. Here you can pass the URL, right? In my case, URL is data.json. Hello. In real life, you will write the URL man endpoint, right? But here I'm writing data.json because it is coming from here, right? After that, you can use to then method. My dear friends, how many then method?
Two.
To then method. See, this will make a call to the server, right? First method will take a data from the response body, right? Whatever data comes to the client, it will read from the body as a JSON data, right? So what you need to do? Like here, we have two then method. First then will read the data and second will render the data. This is the
Okay.
syntax of it. This dot then. In this you can pass a callback method, anonymous function. Somebody asked what is the use of anonymous function, right? So anonymous function, you can, how you write it? Function. Can you see this? A curly bracket open and close. Yes or no? And here you can also write the anonymous function. We write like this or not? Already I have shown you an example, man.
Yes,
First
sir.
anonymous function, I am passing as a parameter and this is a parameter. You know it, right? So what it is going to do? Like here, whatever response will come. What we are doing? In this callback method, whatever response will come, I am reading as a JSON data and returning it. What is it? Here response. Please reply. Whatever data is coming from here, right? When this make call, all your data will go in the response. From response, you are reading as a JSON and returning it, right? And this is the second callback method, right? Function data. And this data eventually, when you read it, right? This data will read as a JSON, convert into the JavaScript object, and eventually pass to this, and you can print it. So I got my data here or not? Can you see this? Again, I'm telling you. When you make call to the server, this will give you the JSON data. JSON data will come from client to server in this. I am saying whatever data comes from the server, right? Here, reading data from the response body as a JSON. It's clear to you? Passing JSON data, right? Here as a JavaScript object. Are you following me? Like here, your data is read as a JSON, and once we read as a JSON, converted into JavaScript object and passed to him. Eventually, I got my data here, right? Finally, I got my data here. Can I run it if allowed to me?
Yes, sir.
In real life, this will be replaced by what?
URL.
This will be replaced by server side or URI.
So Nagesh
Let's
sir,
see it work.
in the real project, there will not be data.json construct.
Exactly, exactly. Here you will always see your REST API endpoint. In real life, this will be replaced by always some REST API
Design.
endpoint, right? And I'll show you. Can I run it?
Yes, sir.
If you run it, this is a nice example of it. How you can see the output of it? Refresh it. Nice. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
It means whatever I'm teaching you is correct. You should say it's not correct. Can you debug it? For debugging, you can click on the source. Can you see this? And then click on the Ajax HTML file and put some debugger. People. And refresh it. Can you see this now? Man, whatever I'm teaching you is correct, right? Yep, you can see the data. Please spend some time on it and make your hand dirty, right? Yep.
Okay.
Your question is, whatever data is coming over here, right? You don't want to print it. You want to show it on at the bottom, right? So right now this is automatically called, right? When you're when this script is loaded, but you want to call it on some event. What do you need to do? Aishwarya, I need to write all this code inside the method. Nice. Please ask questions. Why I'm writing inside the function? Because I want to call this method on some event. Function name could be anything, right? Yep. Tell me now. This will be not called unless and until you attach some event with this action. Abhinandan, why
Yes.
I have moved this code inside the load? Because I don't want to call it by default.
Default, yeah.
When I want to call it, when somebody click on the button. Which button? Magic. So when somebody click on the magic button, click means on click event. You can use it. Done. So when somebody will click on the magic method, data load will be called and data will be printed. Can I show you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look here, data is not here. When you click on it, load method will be called and data will be printed. It is in debugger, right? Let's remove it. Friends, see? Yep.
Yep.
Nice. Now what my intention? I want to show data at the bottom. Allow me. So in order to show the data, if you allow to me, can I use bootstrap table? See my style of doing copy paste. Bootstrap table gives you the table through which you can render data in this format. I would like to use this format. Aishwarya, I want to show my data in which format? Table format. So this is the dummy table. Allow me. Yes, allowed. I'm just taking this dummy structure at the bottom over here. HR. You got confused? No. What I'm going to print? Please help me.
Name, email, color.
At the bottom of the
Exactly. Name, email,
Color.
color,
Balance.
color,
And balance.
balance. This is a table, right?
Mhm.
And this is CSS to make it beautiful. Here you can write customer details. If you understand this, I'm telling you, everything will be clear to you. And in T-body, I'm just making blank, right? T-body means in this, I will add my actual content. So let me show you, my table layout is created. Aishwarya,
Yes, sir.
what is my intention? My intention is when I click on this button, this data should be rendered below to it, right?
Yeah.
Right now it is not happening. Why? Because I'm not printing it, right? Your concern is, hey, what I want? I want data should become over here, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let's do that. Please. Like here, if you want to push your data inside T-body, right? So here you can use one ID to uniquely identify this object. T-body is an object, right? Yeah. So here you can give any name to it. What name I should give? Anything, right? Technohang. It's okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, like here we have this is JavaScript object, right? How I can fetch the data of it? Let me show you in debugging mode. People, in debug mode, you see, you have to just put dot. Yes or no?
Yep.
Data.balance, data.color, data.email, and you'll get the individual data, right? Yeah. So I can do it very simple way, right? How? I need your help. So here, right in between, let me do it very simple way first. Like here, what we need to do, if you want to show your data, you have to make tr. Tr means one row. Td means column. How many column we need? 4 column. Say yes. Yeah. So I need to add this. Can you see this? Yeah. Aishwarya. It
Yes,
means we have to add one row, right? So this row dynamically we can create over here. How? Dynamically. Can you see this? Yeah. And this row I can add in a variable var content. Please let me know if you're not following me. Content equals to. That's it. Hello.
Yes.
In content, I am adding tr. Then second part, what you can do? Content equals to content plus, right? I'm just appending it. Following me? Yeah. After that, you see my speed? No? Yep. 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 And yep. Hey, what I'm doing? I'm just creating one row on the fly, right? Appending the string. I'm appending tr, then td, done. And finally, this content where we can add this. Tell me, this I'm going to add in between, right? In between T-body, programmatically. How you can do that? First of all, I can access this T-body object using this ID. How we can do that? I taught you already. Document dot
Get element by ID.
get element by ID. And this. Aishwarya, this will give you what? This will give you this T-body object. I told you, right? In DOM, if you know the ID of the object, you can access the object. I got T-body object. Clear? Then I say, hey, T-body. In between, I want to write my content. Then there is an attribute that is called inner HTML. You should not take tension about it. Don't take tension, right? And in this inner HTML, you can replace the content. Aishwarya, what happened? Document.get element by ID. This will give you the object of T-body. In T-body, between opening and closing, you want to embed this content. That's it. So tr, td, tr will be appended inside between the T-body. That's it. Inner HTML is the way to push your content in between. Shall I try? What happened? When you refresh it, nothing will happen, right? But when you click on it, one row will be appended over here. Can you see this? Hello, refresh it, it's gone. Hey, my dear, you got this much?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
What you can do in between, you can add your data. How? See, double quotes, plus. Hey, in between, I want to append my data. Here you want to append dot name. So what happened? You refresh it, When you click on it, name will be appended over here.
Yeah.
Nice. Similarly, you can append email. Then you can append
Age.
age, then balance. Make sense or confused? No.
Makes sense.
This is called Ajax. When you click on it, nothing is refreshed. Only this portion is going to be appended over here. See, only this portion. I don't know you got this much or not.
I got it, sir.
Here, color is coming undefined. Maybe spelling mistake. Let me check it. It is not. I think it is color, right? Done. I hope you understand the Ajax. It is refreshing this portion of it only. Yeah. Hello.
Yes,
Now, if you want, you can do it for multiple record also. Last. How you can do for multiple record? Comma. And here you have to use array. One more. This is called array of JSON data. This is one JSON data object, second JSON object, and third one. But here you have to give people. You
So
have to
Nagen sir, the main motive, correct me if I'm wrong. So the main motive of Ajax is to fetch the data without actually reloading the page, the whole page.
Exactly. That is the only motto of it.
Okay.
You are right. But I'll show you tomorrow with the in real project. Okay, same thing.
Yes.
But in order to understand that, you need to know this much.
Okay.
And my dear friends, whatever query you have, feel free to discuss with me.
Nagen sir, can you show me actually when you reloaded the page, the data was hidden, right? And when you press the button, it fetched the data. So what line of code is doing that?
Yeah. Your question is which portion of the code? This is. Here we are preparing the row, right? TR. Here we are preparing the content and here we are replacing it. How? In T body, we are pushing the data in between. How? Using this ID, right? I am fetching T body object. How? Document.get element by ID and this ID. You know what you're doing this much? This is giving you the object of T body. And then you are saying, hey, T body in between. Using inner HTML, you are saying in between, I want to push this content, inject this content, right? That's simple. Now you have multiple object, right? Here you have multiple object. Then what happened? Any guess? Here you will get array. Array means multiple. Array means multiple data, right? So you have to use a loop. Say yes, var x equals to 0, and here you would say, any guess? X is less than, this is array now. What? Array. So you can use L in GTH. X plus plus. Make sense? Hello. Now all this thing you have to put into the loop. People. And content will come outside. You can make it blank. Why? Because multiple row now you have to add. Make sense or you got totally confused? No. Multiple row you have to add. Make sense? See, yes. Multiple row will come, right? And here you can use tr close. Oh, this data is not single data. This data is array. So you can use X. In the array of the data, I want to refer data as 0. Data as 1.
Sir, before we are not closing the tag, the TR tag, but right now we are closing the TR tag.
Actually, in HTML, sometimes you forget to close the TR, right? Still it works. But it's good to close it properly. That was the mistake, but still that was working.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So
now because of these changes, what happened? Here, when you click it, you will see multiple record. See? Nice.
But when you refresh from the top, it clears automatically. Why is that? Like,
Yeah. Actually, when you refresh it, it is again rendering it from the scratch, man.
oh,
You are
okay.
not supposed to. You are not. If you refresh it, of course, it will go like this. So, my
Oh.
dear friends, so what we have
So you're
discussed
not
today,
so
we
why
have
is it
discussed. Just a second. Today we have discussed, what are the different way of creating object in JavaScript, and finally we have seen one of the nice example of the Ajax, right?
Mhm.
So here, when you click it, you have seen how it was showing only one record and how it shows multiple record also. So guys, this is enough for today. And in second session, we are going to talk about real use of the Ajax in the projects, right? So I'm not going to show you only one example of it. We are going to see many example of the Ajax. I will keep you teaching unless and until things are clear to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.